We've been in business since July 25th, 2008. The research, though, for our formula started about a year earlier. That started in my house, in my basement. 9 months of really excruciating trial and error and testing and coming up with the formulas that we first used here at Johnson Creek. But we launched our website again on July 25th, 2008, and coming up on our 2-year anniversary. But the company started because I was an avid e-smoker, and I first started e-smoking in 2007, and I loved it. I was really blown away at how much it actually mimicked a cigarette and really felt like smoking. The one thing, though, that I wasn't thrilled with was the taste. It kind of had a sort of a chemical taste to it. They also didn't tell you what was in it. You really didn't know where it was made, other than to say that it came from China. Nothing wrong with that, other than the fact that you just don't know what's in it, and you don't know the circumstances and conditions under which it's made. So I decided to look up some American companies that made smoke juice. Maybe I could make this incredible device, this electronic cigarette, simply taste better. And I was really shocked to find that there were none. That's when it kind of occurred to me that we could do this better. All right, we could come up with a smoke juice that people are going to love. It's made in America, and we're going to do it differently than how it's done in China. We're going to tell our customers exactly what's in it. We're going to put child-resistant caps on it. We're going to shrink band the bottles. We're going to put warning labels on them. And we're going to be as transparent as absolutely possible for the benefit of our customers. It's essentially nothing short of what I would have demanded in something that I was going to smoke. So that's what we set about doing. I promptly poached a lot of the managers I worked with at Apple and to come join me. And it took some convincing. I mean, at the time, this was a very, very new industry. So, eventually, I convinced a lot of people from Apple to come over with me. And we went on to develop the recipes and formulas that we use today that, again, are enjoyed all over the world. One thing that we're very proud of is Johnson Creek Original Smoke Juice is made from scratch here in a very tightly controlled lab that we maintain here in our facility. Unfortunately, there are other companies out there in the United States that will import Chinese liquid, rebrand it, and call it American made. That's something that we really find abhorrent, and we take the fact that it is made from scratch here at our facility very seriously. It's just vital that we be able to control every aspect of the production process. Later this month, for example, we're going to be posting on our website a video showing exactly how our customer smoke juice is made, showing the conditions of our lab, the folks who make it. It's just really important that we let our customers know, well, what's the difference between, again, as you say, Johnson Creek, and what you might get from China, what you might get from another company here in the United States. So the difference is, the conditions under which we made, and of course, our formula. Johnson Creek smoke juice tastes better than anything else in the world. We started out, again, it was just me, and now we've grown to 14 team members here. We're going to be bringing on another 12 to 15 team members over the next, probably the next quarter, in our customer care team, which is something we're really, really proud of. In fact, that's really half the equation is, the experience can't end when we ship your product to you. In fact, that's just the beginning, all right? We're going to ship you your smoke juice, all of your accessories, and then we're going to support you after that. Our customers know they can email us, they can call us, and they know we're going to get back to them within 24 hours, guaranteed. And we'll walk them through the process. Again, it is a new industry. This isn't something that people can just pick up and everyone just simply knows how to do. A lot of people would like some extra help, extra support. So that's what we provide. So one of our most popular products is called our Welcome to E-Smoking Kit. And this comes in a beautiful tin where we provide you with a starter kit in either Red Oak, which is our non-PG formula, or original smoke juice. It comes with blank carts. It comes with everything you need to fill up those carts, a brochure on how to get started with e-smoking, all sorts of accessories to really get you started. It's kind of a one-stop shop for the new e-smoker. But we also sell blank cartridges in various styles, 103s, 801 pen styles, which is very popular, 510s, 901s, so forth. So, and those are extremely popular. Customers come back time and time again for our blank carts. There are actually many different kinds of electronic cigarettes out there, including electronic cigars, electronic pipes. In fact, I'll show you one right here. This is kind of cool. This is an electronic pipe. Looks and feels exactly like a regular pipe, but you've got the lithium-ion battery in here. The cartridge is housed in here, and it operates exactly like a pipe, but you know, without the smoke. The atomizer is what takes your smoke juice and turns it into vapor. Okay. When you inhale, there's a small computer chip in there that detects the inhale, instantly atomizes that juice as it gets pulled through, and what you exhale is vapor. Okay. And it's really pretty remarkable. Again, remember, there's no combustion, unlike a regular cigarette. You know, we always tell people, listen, in a traditional cigarette, the minute you light it and inhale, you're releasing over 4,000 chemicals. Johnson Creek Smoke Juice has 7 ingredients, none of which have ever been found to be unsafe for human consumption by the FDA. And this is really important. We're really proud of how simple and basic we've managed to get our formula, which is actually a very complicated process. Electronic cigarettes are far from not studied. In fact, there are many, many studies that have been conducted. A very well-known one in New Zealand, several sponsored here in the United States. You just have to look for them. You know, but they're going on all the time, and studies are being conducted right now. And you know, it's just important to kind of, you know, unfortunately, I think that some, including the FDA, kind of like to unfortunately spread what amounts to a lot of misinformation or information that is incorrect. I'll give you my favorite one, for example. I heard a report not long ago that someone said that propylene glycol has antifreeze in it and windshield wiper fluid. This is probably my favorite one. Patently false. In fact, it's extraordinary to claim that would be the case. I suspect how that got started is there are a lot of different grades of propylene glycol, and there are industrial grades that they use in a lot of industrial products. What we use is a pure food grade propylene glycol, and I suspect where it also got started was the fact that a lot of what this is used for is an anti-freezing mechanism, not antifreeze. It's the same propylene glycol, incidentally, used by Wendy's milkshakes, used by McDonald's in their milkshakes, so that it doesn't, you know, freeze rock solid. Propylene glycol is an extremely safe compound. We all consume it all the time. But again, if you don't want it, we do make a red oak formula that has no propylene glycol, just a food-grade vegetable glycerin. The best we can do is make sure that what we're giving our customers right now are the most tested, purest, and highest quality products we can. So, for example, though the long-term effects of electronic cigarettes have been studied, well, we have studied the effects of long-term use of propylene glycol or vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin, for example, is used in many sauces, teriyaki sauces, things like that. We all use it and consume vegetable glycerin all the time. But the difference is you're inhaling it, okay? So I think that what's going to happen is over the long haul, we're going to come to find that the difference and the benefits far exceed the dangers of traditional cigarette smoking. Electronic cigarettes are non-combustible, so you're not releasing thousands and thousands of potentially deadly chemicals, which is what happens when you smoke a traditional cigarette. With an electronic cigarette, what's being vaporized, and again, I'm only going to speak for Johnson Creek Smoke Juice, what's being vaporized is a pure food-grade vegetable glycerin-based compound with, you know, natural flavors, artificial flavors, and really that's it. Well, we've been getting ready for the smoking ban for a long time, and we developed a bar and tavern program where what we're going to do is go to the bars, restaurants, taverns across Wisconsin and let them know, you know, what e-cigarettes are, what smoke juice is, and how it can benefit their restaurant. All right. Bars and restaurants can sign up with us. We will come in, we will provide them with their electronic cigarettes. We'll provide them with their smoke juice. We'll train them and their staff how to use them, how to use them with their customers, and really easy ways to provide them in their bar or restaurant. It's really all about education. Right now in our industry, you know, as I said, there's so much misinformation that it's all the more important for us to go out and talk to these establishments and explain exactly how beneficial electronic cigarettes are. You know, there are a lot of bar owners out there who are concerned that now that you can't smoke in their establishment, you've got customers who are going to go outside or they're going to go somewhere else. What we're telling bars and restaurants is that doesn't need to be the case. Okay, here's a solution and here's an alternative. This is typically called a pen-style electronic cigarette. You've got a lithium-ion battery here. This entire half of it is a battery that you can recharge. This part here houses the atomizer. Okay, so you've got the atomizer in there, and this is on the end there. That's the cartridge. Okay, in the cartridge is what we call wool. It's not actually wool. It's a cotton poly blend that gets saturated with the smoke juice, and that's what gets instantly atomized or vaporized by the atomizer in there. So, but that's really the basic design of most electronic cigarettes. The LED light itself has nothing to do with the process of smoking. It's just a kind of a nice way of recalling traditional cigarettes. There are a lot of e-cigarettes actually that have no light on the end. But people like it, you know. There are lights out there that are blue, green, purple, orange. I just happen to prefer one that kind of reminds me of the days when I did smoke. Our target customer base are smokers who want an alternative. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. Electronic cigarette smoking is superior to traditional cigarette smoking. You've got none of the odor. You've got none of the smoke. You've got none of the secondhand smoke. No yellowing teeth. None of that. And really, most importantly, for the first time, you also have flavor. I mean, you know, I was a 2.5 pack a day smoker, and I can tell you that cigarettes, it's very hard to pinpoint a flavor as such. And with electronic cigarettes now, since the smoke is out of the way, since there's no combustion, we can actually give smoke juice some incredible flavors. You know, one of our most popular is called Tennessee Cured, and it's an incredibly rich, smooth tobacco flavor that people just love. It's a great everyday flavor, but we also have flavors like French vanilla, you know, mint chocolate, and so forth for people who do want some variety. We will, on a weekly basis, will move anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 bottles of smoke juice per week. So business is very brisk, and again, we sell all over the world. You know, most of our formulas have nicotine in them. We also offer several that have no nicotine in them. But it's important to understand what nicotine is and what it isn't. And unfortunately, again, there's a lot of misinformation. Nicotine is the addictive agent in cigarettes. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, it can cause increased heart rate, increased blood pressure. That's important to note. But it's what gets you addicted to the dangerous things in cigarettes, okay? Now, our customers, again, are smokers, all right? And most of them want that nicotine. And as long as we're being incredibly responsible and accurate in our nicotine levels, then we're happy to provide that. What we sell is not pure liquid nicotine. Some people are fond of saying that, smoke juice is liquid nicotine. It absolutely is not. There is a small amount of nicotine in it, But pure liquid nicotine is extremely dangerous, and we absolutely do not handle it. The only part of the process that we have another facility do for us is to mix the nicotine, to measure out and mix the nicotine itself. We get that ready to mix into our formulas. It's just really important that nothing be put before our customer safety. So that's something that we decided we're absolutely not going to take a chance on. So we have a certified laboratory here in the United States that mixes the nicotine and measures it and ships that to us ready to go. Yeah, our lab is extremely well supported. It's something that we control very tightly. To even enter into the lab, you are required to wear a full bodysuit, masks, gloves. No part of your skin or clothing can be exposed. And again, this is something that's not required of us, but this is the best way to treat our customers. Okay. When we go in there, we're mixing every formula to a very exact degree. Every step along the process is verified by a second person for consistency and for safety. At no point does any smoke juice leave our lab exposed to unfiltered air. Okay, so in other words, everything is bottled and capped and shrink banded in the lab. Then it comes out to production to be shipped out. I mean, this is an incredibly exciting time right now. I mean, look, for the first time ever, really, you have a truly viable alternative to cigarette smoking. It's never happened before. So now a smoker, for the first time ever, can pick up a device like this and experience the same tactile feel, the same smoke, but it's actually vapor, you know, get incredible flavor that they've never had with a regular cigarette before, without worrying about a lot of the side effects or unpleasantness that regular cigarettes have. I mean, this is incredibly exciting. Now, where I think we are in the industry right now, we barely scratched the surface. The industry is about to just take off around the world. Electronic cigarettes are extremely popular all over the world right now. And as more and more studies come out that show just how safe e-smoking is, and a lot of people don't know that yet, and we completely understand that, but as more studies come out supporting electronic cigarettes, they're going to get a lot more popular. And so this is a really exciting time, and I think that when regulation comes down, which it will, and that's absolutely fine. You know, again, when the FDA regulates our industry, not a lot's going to change around here because we're already doing most, if not everything and beyond that the FDA would require of us anyway. And we hear every day from our customers how happy, how grateful they are to have an option. You know, unfortunately, there is, you know, again, a lot of misinformation that gets spread. And I think this happens with any new industry that people are simply unaware of. The important thing, and what I would just really stress to the FDA, to lawmakers, to anyone interested in this industry, is stop and think before passing judgment on something that you don't know about completely. There are studies being done every day. There is a lot of information. We have reached out to many lawmakers. We've reached out to the federal government. Very, very happy to help, to answer any questions. Again, we're a very transparent company. We are more than happy for anyone to come by. We'll show them around. We'll show them our lab. Again, it's just the right way to go. So do your homework. Realize what an incredible opportunity this is for anyone who smokes. If you don't smoke, we don't recommend you use this product. But this is an alternative and a really, really incredible one for smokers. Okay.